from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the USC Trojans. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the USC Trojans offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Reads it, fires complete. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Trojans have this offense rolling. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run away.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Direct snap. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Moving out of the pocket. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So Illinois' offense will have its first possession of the game. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Paul.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Now on the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal
job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Few blocks, made a couple of moves and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Punts it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quick release on the RPO. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Caught over the middle. It's Middleton. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
The snap sets up the throw. Trying to find the end zone. He found some running room and needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Trojans. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. you'll need to push it downfield. He's got his man, makes the grab. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Fires to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
And the Trojans are rolling down the field. Right back to the well. And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And
big guy tries to barrel in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad if you don't score.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Flips it out to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Gonna swing it on second down. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Finding Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Tackle was made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness. It took a little momentum with him out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man on the right. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. String.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
Gets open down the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Caught in the backfield. It's Middleton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He's got him. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's caught. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got him, put it on his body.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there, and we just didn't see it on that play.
Fires it incomplete. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He might want another play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a grab past the marker. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
You know, it's not often you get to see QBs go over 5,000 yards passing in a year. We've watched this guy, though, be a special player for this offense all season long. With that last completion, he's now hit the milestone.
This offense has put on a display in the 1st half, and they have a chance to attack another. Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojans! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Rides the back on the option, the give. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Wants to return it. Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first quarter of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Wants to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They just keep firing. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Give to the back. Plows through the defense. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now on the move. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's reeled in. It's Proctor.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Calls his own number. Breaks into the open. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, the offense at this point is just doing everything they can to not give the football back to their opponent. Even though they're up in this game, they're still going for it on 4th down. That now the 3rd different 4th down they've converted in this game.
Looking to the big tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense
football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. They're going to ride this running back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury. Beck's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, USC! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. He's got the tight end. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Trojans. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Hit as he throws. And they fail to hook up on third down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Hand off from the shotgun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for space, it's Francis. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Can't get him to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's good from 58 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. UTSA delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in San Antonio.
Quick strike complete.
Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. The Fighting Illini with mere inches to gain on third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Making side adjustments here. Quarterback keeper. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. To the air on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play at 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Red pass, it's complete. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
The Trojans in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, showed a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build.
Turning it on. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He's got it. Slips through the line. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is an offensive coordinator's dream. Start the drive 1st and goal from the 2. Fires to the tight end. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout called by the defense, 13 seconds to go. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.